Hi everyone, it's Seth Burkett here, author of The Boy in Brazil, amongst other books, and today I'm here to talk to you about how to create a book cover. First job obviously is to write the book, and then once that's done, that's when you can start on the fun stuff, which is design the cover. You have to see what else is out there first, so after writing Boy in Brazil, I kind of looked at other football books and saw their covers and saw what I liked, what I didn't like. And that's important because a book cover is hugely important. It's always said that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but unfortunately for us writers, loads of people do. So that's why it's so important to get the cover right. And straight away there are a few covers which I really like the look of, and one especially, it was called Futebol by Alex Bellos. It was really relevant actually because it was about football in Brazil, and the cover I knew worked because the book had sold absolutely loads of copies. And what I really liked about it was its vibrant nature. To me, looking at that cover, it just spoke Brazil. And so I used that. I sent it to the designer because to get a book cover you need to work with a book designer, and I spoke with the publisher as well and he agreed and said, right, use this as inspiration. We really like this cover, what we want to do with Born Brazil, and we then had to take some important aspects from my story in Brazil and kind of mix the two and then come up with the final cover. I said what I think about Brazil really is when I think of Brazil, when I think of the book that I've written, I think of colour. It's a really vibrant place, very happy, super friendly, super joyful people, and that comes about through the colour, especially that in the flag. So you've got the yellows, the greens, the blues, the whites, really the colours that match the flag. But also when the designer looked at it, he thought that the terracotta, the iron roofs, really, the tin roofs of the favelas were really rich, so he created this kind of brown which you can see just on the bottom here. So this is the detail that the designer added in. We've also got the cartoon characters on the front, so this is similar to Futebol by Alex Bellos. He created cartoon characters which I didn't think were so engaging, so fortunately the designer here created even more engaging characters than that, made them actually quite lifelike as well. He's got the bluey green, the yellow, so it looks really visually appealing. This is only actually one of a few options, and you can see them here now on the screen. So there were several different options that the designer gave us, and it's always best practice to do that when designing a book cover, because we might like some parts of one cover over another cover, and we might ask that of the three covers, they're all merged together to create one overarching amazing cover. After lots of development, this is what we came up with. So there were little tweaks that needed to be made. The font needed to be improved a little bit. The characters needed to be just a bit more visual. The Brazilian players needed to be changed. Also, very small details, but these small details mean a lot. I was given white boots on the front cover at first, and we had to change them to black because those are the ones that I wore in the book, and also which the Brazilians ribbed me about quite a lot. Once the front cover is sorted and approved by everyone, then it's on to the back cover and the spine. So this is the book spine here, and again this is quite a simple process because it has to be quite engaging. You think a lot of books in bookshops are positioned like this, so how can we grab the attention? And we did that again with the really vibrant yellow on the side, and it's really mixed in with a nice font, if you can see there, which looks absolutely fantastic and really says to people in bookshops, great, I want to pick this out. On the back cover, again we've got the same colours, we've got a few personal items from my time in Brazil, and also a nice team picture which was taken on Christmas Day, and was something that I wanted to get on there because I wanted to give a visual representation of just how close me and my teammates were. I think it's a really nice personal touch. So as you can see, a book cover is really important, and it's a process that I've repeated lots and lots of times. So for my latest book, which details me playing professional football in Sri Lanka, we repeated the process. I looked again at what was out there, the publisher did the same thing. And we came up with a few book covers which we really like the look of. And for me, a book by a guy called Paul Watson called Up Pompeii was an absolutely fantastic cover, because that told a story about him going on a great football adventure, but the cover was so vibrant and it screamed life and energy. And so that was one of the covers that we sent to the designer and saying, we really like this. But again, we picked details out of the story. So I really like this, but for my experience in Sri Lanka, what I think sums up Sri Lanka is elephants, tuk-tuks, monkeys. Again, quite a happy, colourful place. You look at the flag, it's got some very rich colours. And I said, you don't have to include these, but it'd be great if you did. Also a nod to the pictures. The pictures are terrible. The beaches are absolutely beautiful. So bear this in mind when you come up with your cover designs. The designer chose 4 totally different covers. They're all unique in their own way, and we loved absolutely every single one of them. It was really tough to pick the final one, but eventually we did, and we chose the one which you can see selected. I'm really excited to see how that's going to turn out properly, because the book's not out yet. But again, it shows the process of seeking inspiration, seeing what else is around there, picking out parts of the story which are important, and then putting them all together and merging them into a front cover which looks as great as this does, in my opinion anyway. So I hope that's inspired you, and I'm going to love seeing the alternative covers you come up with.